Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this USAA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic with live streaming coverage brought to you by TravelMedford.org. A bit of an early start time to this matchup between the Nevada Stealth and Hillsboro. Jonathan Kerman here with you, alongside me, Erica Marquez.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Erica is a member of the SOU Raiders softball team, and joining us today to provide some color commentary and some coverage on today's action. Ground ball to the third baseman, picked up and fielded cleanly by Samantha Romsey over there in the hot corner for the Stealth. We have one away in the top of the first inning. So, Erica, what position do you play for SOU?
I play middle infield and I also catch, so definitely familiar with infield area. Outfield, not so much, but definitely feel comfortable around catching area, infield area.
With one away now, Chloe Carnegie, the starting right fielder for the Diamondbacks. We'll climb in. So, traditionally an infielder, Erica, but you said also some time behind the plate as well.
Yes, a lot of time behind the plate, actually.
A lot of time behind the plate. So what's your favorite position?
Well, I personally love shortstop more than any other position, but I'm a junior right now, and my freshman and sophomore year I was primarily a catcher, so I definitely got a lot of experience behind the plate, which was great.
A one-out single off the bat of Chloe Carnegie, and our first hit of the afternoon belongs to the Diamondbacks.
And it's been so important for the catchers, at least the first couple games today, to be working on those blocks, having the weather be so up and down, having it be raining. So it's really been exposing catcher skills for sure. Oh, and there's a good example right there. First stolen base of the day. Great throw by the catcher, just didn't get there quite in time.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of aggressive base running, a lot of walks, a lot of wild pitches due to the pretty considerable amount of rain that we received earlier this morning. As Mackenzie Harper.
Yep, especially in games like this, you've got to take advantage of that as a team. If there's rain, anything like that kind of weather, that's an opportunity for our defense to make mistakes, and we've been seeing base running, just capitalizing on that. It's been really great to see.
Fly ball to left field, just out of reach of the Nevada Stealth outfielder. And it is an RBI double for the Hillsboro Diamondbacks. Kenzie Harper delivering the first RBI of the game.
Yeah, that's great situational hitting right there. Knowing where your gaps are, just getting a good bat on the ball. Good things happening.
Mackenzie DePauli is the woman inside the circle for the Nevada Stealth. And her first pitch to Mackenzie Meisner. Misses for ball one. Foul ball, slicing, and out of play. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. So between the two teams, at least what I'm seeing on the lineup card here, Erica, we've got a Mackenzie, a Mac, a Maddie, a Mac, a Maddie, a Madeline, a McKenna, a Mackenzie, a Madison, a Mackenzie, and what's this last one? Let's see.
Let me guess, another MA.
Madison. You're right.
Go,
yes.
There you go.
Between the two teams. If I just say the name Madison or Mad, I'll probably be right.
Yep, that makes it a little more interesting.
Certainly for the broadcaster, anyways. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mackenzie DePauli winds and fires in the infield. Ball popped up off the bat of Mackenzie Meisner, and it's Mackenzie DePauli who makes the grab. So Mackenzie gets Mackenzie out here. 2 away in the top of the first inning. 1-0 Hillsboro Diamondbacks. Today's event is produced by Table Rock Sports in partnership with Travel Medford, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission, and Southern Oregon University. Stepping into the box now, wearing number 99, the player with perhaps the best name of the tournament, Maddie Skull.
Oh, and she goes. Ooh, see, that's a tough play right there, because technically I think she was safe because her hand got there first, but being on a turf field like that, you've got to slide early to the bag because if you slide how you normally would on dirt field, you are going to slide way past that bag, and that's exactly what we just saw with that play, which is why she's out. Mackenzie Herper running a little too strong, perhaps this wind providing a little extra oomph, slid her off the bag. The tag was applied, and that will retire the side, but Harper's RBI double has given the Diamondbacks a 1-0 lead. We head to the home half of the first. You're watching the 2020 USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure Fall Classic presented by Travel Medford on Table Rock Sports. Stick around. We'll be right back.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill.
Nice to meet you,
Does
Erica.
that mean I can talk?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes, we can.
Oh, jeez. This sounds so cool in here. I like this.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is cool.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
Introducing Unlimited with Payback, only from U.S. Cellular. The only unlimited plan that pays you back for data you don't use. So, quit flushing money down the toilet with Verizon. Get Unlimited with Payback, and you can save up to $240 per year on a single line versus Verizon.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field. You're watching the Hillsboro Diamondbacks face off against the Nevada Stealth as you're watching the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic presented by Travel Medford on TableRockSports.net. An RBI double by Mackenzie Harper for the Diamondbacks has given Hillsboro a 1-0 lead. Madeline McCarda. Excuse me. Micadera. Fouling that pitch off. And the count moves to 0-2. So Madeline McDara will lead it off for the Stealth, followed by Kate Olson. And then McKenna Dare, followed by Mackenzie Truck, Madison Brashears, Sadie Fox, Cameron McMullen, Samantha Ramsey, Laylee Noonkester, Haley Wortham, Mackenzie DePauli, and rounding out the batting order, Madison Tolson. That's the batting lineup for the Nevada Stealth. 2-2 pitch, slap to the third baseman. Strong throw across the diamond in time to retire Mick Adava. And Mick Adara is the first out of the home half of the first. That was Bree Loza over at third base for the Diamondbacks. Their pitcher is Mac Meisner. Meisner now will face off against Kate Olson.
And it seems the pitcher for the Diamond seems to be going outside to the lefties. And so let's see what she does with the righties. I know that first pitch was outside, but let's see if she keeps it there.
Fly ball hit deep and out of here. A home run for Kate Olson. And this game is tied.
Yep, and I think on that pitch she was trying to go outside, but just not outside enough. Ripped right over left field.
Well, the wind blowing right to left. Ball didn't seem to be too bothered, sailing out to dead straightaway center field.
Not at all. And just like that, we are tied 1-1. Got a good game going so far.
Mac Meisner's pitch goes off the glove of Meisner, the third baseman coming over to pick it up, but Bree Loza will not have a play. A hard hit ball back up the middle by McKenna Dayer.
Yep, those have got to be some of the hardest plays when those infielders in front of you ricochet the ball in the opposite direction you're going. Because that shortstop tried to get that ball, but it was just way too far to the right.
Jonathan Kerman here with you, broadcasting live from U.S. Cellular Community Park. Joining me, a member of the Southern Oregon University Raiders softball team, Erica Marquez.
Always love being here. Thank you for having me.
The first pitch to Mackenzie Truck misses for ball one. And so, Erica, you are a junior at SOU, correct?
Yes, indeed. Kind of crazy to think about. So used to being a freshman.
And a diving catch in foul territory made by Sadie Fox of the Stealth. Fantastic defensive effort right there.
Great play right there, and that is what coaches love to see right there, especially if you've got a foul ball. You're either gonna make a play or nothing's gonna happen, so you might as well do something with it, and that's exactly what she did.
So 2 away now. And apologies, that was Mackenzie Herper making the play for the Diamondbacks here in the home half of the inning. So a fantastic diving play by Mackenzie Herper.
Oh, and she goes.
Keeps the runner at first. She goes to second, and she's out. The catcher, Sophie Reyes, throws out the runner, and that will retire the side. To the top of the second inning we go, tied at 1. You're watching the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic on TableRockSports.net.
A parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back. You're watching the 2020 USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure Fall Classic, presented by Travel Medford on TableRockSports.net. Jonathan Kerman here with you, alongside me, my color commentator, Erica Marquez of the Southern Oregon University Raiders softball team. Marquez going to be a junior this year, and so did you have an opportunity to celebrate with the championship-winning team?
Yes, actually I did. That was my freshman year on the team, so that was a great way to start my college softball career, and that was the most amazing experience, and I'm so grateful to have been through that. It's given me so much wisdom to have on my shoulders just being a junior now. I think that's really helped, and our seniors have led this team so well, all of them being which on the national championship team, which is awesome.
Well, we know everyone here is going to be pulling for you. A chance to repeat and continue dominance in the NAIA that this Raiders softball team has demonstrated. We're in the top of the second inning, all tied at 1. Mackenzie Herper, an RBI double in the top of the first inning to get Hillsboro out in front. And then it's Mackenzie Trock of the Nevada Stealth who hit a solo shot to tie this game up. Soft tapper back to the pitcher. And Mackenzie DePauli able to make the play in the circle for the Stealth. Hits a high five from all her teammates as there's one away in the top of the second inning. Along with great softball action, the Rogue Valley is home to the world's best cheese. Rogue Creamery's Rogue River Blue won that title in 2019 for the 2019 World Cheese Awards. We also feature award-winning wineries and restaurants. Learn more at travelmedford.org. One ball, no strikes, the count to Bree Loja. She fouls the pitch back to the backstop and evens the count at 1 apiece.
Yep, looks like the pitcher was going inside with that pitch. Batter unable to get a good look at the ball early. I think she's inside and outing it a little bit. So let's see what she does to fix that right here. Oh, and she goes with a bunt.
Funny hop, throwing from her knees, but not in time. Terrific effort by DePauli, but speedy running by Bree Loja of the Diamondbacks, and she has herself an infield single.
And I think that was a perfect time to bunt right there. I think a lot of times teams don't utilize the bunt as much as they could. It is such a helpful tool. Definitely keeps the defense on their toes. You see third and first being back like that, perfect opportunity. Great execution.
Runner on now for Ellie Ravens. As that sails high and will allow Bree Loza to take second base. All tied at 1 here in the top of the second inning. This matchup between the Hillsboro Diamondbacks and the Nevada Stealth. A healthy cut by Ravens. She comes up empty, and the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. The windup by DePauli, and she fires one in there to get ahead 1-2. Bree Loza at second base, following the bunt single and the steal on the wild pitch. And that one sails to the backstop and will allow Loza to take third.
Yep, some wild pitches have been seeming to be the common trend for the day, just due to definitely the weather conditions. We had rain in the morning, now we've got some wind, so let's see how these teams start adapting to those conditions.
Yeah, battling the elements here at U.S. Cellular Community Park. Healthy cut and a miss.
Yep, and that was a great way to come back after that little mishap with that pitch. Great job.
Yeah, an excellent response by the pitcher, DePauli.
Yeah, definitely.
And now 2 away And the onus falls on Sophie Reyes with a runner on third.
Two outs, leading run on third. Perfect opportunity to make something happen here.
DePauli looks in and now winds and fires. And Reyes able to take high for ball 2.
That was a great job holding off on that pitch. I know just personally from experience, holding off that high pitch is a lot more difficult than it looks.
Sophia Reyes at the dish from Vancouver, Washington. She fights that pitch off. 2 balls and 1 strike. Brie Loza at third. 2 away in the top of the second. Mackenzie DePauli. That offering in the air to the shallow outfield, and boy, just in no man's land. Difficult play for the center fielder, McKenna Dare.
And that's one of the toughest plays you will see in this game, is those little bloopers right over the infield, right in front of the outfield, and that's exactly where a great communication needs to happen. You've got to be calling each other off so loud, and good things happen when you talk.
Hillsboro will happily take advantage as they jump back out in front. Score is now 2-1. That pitch misses low. The runner takes off, and he gets in there safely.
Hey, we're seeing great throws from catchers on both sides of the field today. Great job by both catchers.
Jenna Hopkins is at the dish for Hillsboro. DePauli comes home and misses low and away for ball 1. So Erica, a incoming, soon-to-be junior at Southern Oregon, I guess a current junior at Southern Oregon University, now that we've officially started the school semester.
Only for 3 weeks now, so I guess you could say I'm pretty new to the whole upperclassmen thing.
As that pitch is high, I think it may have actually hit Hopkins as she takes first base. And a conversation on the mound. I have an idea of what they're talking about. They're talking about the fact that today's action is sponsored by TravelMedford.org in the heart of beautiful Southern Oregon, where outdoor adventures abound. Crater Lake, the Rogue River, Mount Ashland, and miles of hiking and biking are just the start. Learn more at TravelMedford.org. So I'll ask you, Erica, you've been in the Rogue Valley for a couple of years now, at least a few semesters.
Yes.
Of those lakes and rivers and hiking and biking, what have you done? What's been your favorite thing that you've done so far outdoors here in Southern Oregon?
Wow, this is a great question, because this also has a lot to do with softball. Our softball team does a team bonding activity called Raider Ruck, where we hike some kind of mountain. We've hiked Mount Ashland. We just recently hiked Mount McLaughlin last weekend, actually. And we hiked all the way to the summit, and that was so great. So that is definitely my favorite hike.
Runner takes off for third. A double clutch by the catcher is going to allow the runner to slide in safely.
And that's great aggressive base running by Diamonds. Definitely keeping the defense on their toes. Never be comfortable, never be comfortable.
The game before this one, we had freshman Kaylin Leone on the call, and I asked her if she had a chance to do anything as that foul ball will land on the fence and bounce out of play. And she mentioned that hike up Mount McLaughlin with the Southern Oregon Raiders team. So for her, that was the only thing that she's been able to do in Southern Oregon outdoors. And for you, it's been your favorite thing.
Yeah. It was definitely tough, but it doesn't surprise me that she mentioned that. That being our first team activity. But we have hiked Mount Ashland, and I have gone to Illinois River. So many other things, so many great things to do in Ashland. You can never run out.
All the more reason to visit Medford, visit the Rogue Valley, and see all that this area has to offer. Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on in the top of the second inning.
Oh, and she gets a good bat on that.
Ball slicing foul, and we'll do it again.
And looks like the pitcher is still continuing to go outside to the lefties.
Now, is there a particular strategy for that? Is that just where you think this pitcher feels comfortable pitching?
I think it is really common for pitchers to go to the outside for lefties. I think even for righties also.
A slap swing.
Oh, great job.
And a terrific deke by the shortstop.
That was a great job by shortstop.
Oh, and diving back in safely is the runner at second. So a fantastic deke by the shortstop, Cameron McMullen, for the Nevada Stealth. But aggressive and elusive base running by the Diamondbacks means nobody gets out on that play.
That was a great job by number
And a run
8 on
comes home.
Stealth. She knew she did not have a play at 1. Tried to do something with the play, tried to make the base runners make some mistake, and she definitely succeeded in that. That fake throw is one of my favorite plays to do at shortstop, getting the ball deep in the hole like that.
And that was Madeline McAdeva who put the deke on the runner, Jenna Hopkins. Hopkins able to get back safely to keep this inning alive. The score is 3-1 Hillsboro. Runners on first and second. Wild pitch, the throw down to third, going to be in time. No! Well, the throw was in time, but the tag not applied. And so the runners are safe.
And
Hopkins into third.
The second attempt, that same play has happened where we have a batter do a fake bunt to draw the corners in. So the shortstop is supposed to cover third. But I think based off that first time, that third baseman knew exactly what was going to happen and stayed back. So that was a great adjustment that she made to that play. However, that throw just got to be a little lower, the tag a little bit quicker right to the corner of the bag, and they have that.
2-1 the count. And that misses just high for ball 3.
Base runner on third taking a big lead there. Let's see if the catcher notices that, maybe takes a chance.
Yeah, that's Jenna Hopkins over there. Hopkins was the runner who got deked by the shortstop, Madeline McAdeva, earlier in this inning and managed to slide back in safely at second base to keep this inning alive. And now, on ball 4, Hillsboro has the bases loaded.
Yep, and Jenna has been making great adjustments on the bases today, especially in this inning. Definitely just shows how important base running is in this game. Definitely not something you can look over.
And that will bring up Mac Meisner, the opposing pitcher. Meisner a chance to help her cause and give herself some distance.
We got 2 outs here, bases loaded.
And Meisner takes high for ball 1.
And for the batter, I think it is so important to be patient here, especially in this position. You know every batter is going to want to hit the ball so bad. It's so important to wait for your pitch.
And that's in there to even the count, 1-1.
Yep, and that is exactly what this batter is doing. She's doing a great job.
Mike took care of it though, right? You gotta take it for anything? Yeah. You need something, you see me, just flag me and I'll grid it and bring it to you. Alright, sounds good.
2-1 hit just foul off the third base side to even the count 2-2. 2-2 count coming to Mac Meisner, and she looks at a ball just outside.
Yep, and that was exactly what I was talking about. Perfect opportunity to be so choosy at the plate, and she's doing a great job making the pitcher throw her pitch.
And now the payoff coming with the bases juiced and 2 out in the top of the second. The pitch home. Check swing, did it go around? No, says the home plate umpire. Station to station go the Diamondbacks, and the score is now 4-1.
Yep, perfect execution there by the offense. Being so choosy, so patient, making the pitcher play their game.
And now Maddie Skull. Apologies. There's one down on the lineup card. That was Mackenzie Herper, who just had that RBI walk to drive in the 4th run of the game. Now Mac Meisner is at the dish. She hits a hard ground ball, fielded cleanly by the second baseman onto first. And Nevada able to retire the side, but not before 3 more come home. We head to the home half of the second inning. 4-1 Hillsboro. Home half of the second inning. The Hillsboro Diamondbacks on top of the Nevada Stealth, 4-1 here on Table Rock Sports as we bring you coverage of the 2020 USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure Fall Classic presented by TravelMedford.org.
Ooh.
First pitch swinging and into right field over the head of the defender. And the Nevada Stealth have a leadoff double.
Making great contact with that ball. She hit that fully. Great job. Especially, what a great response back, especially to that last inning. Great response. And going back to the defense, that's one of those plays where you're drop stepping, you're trying to meet the ball to where you think it's going to land rather than going straight to where you see it. So definitely something the outfield could work on, but they're doing a great job.
That was Madison Brashears with the leadoff double for the Stealth. And now first pitch swinging by Sadie Fox. She fouls it off for strike one. Mac Misner delivers. Ground ball to the second baseman. Underhand flip in time. Going to third base.
And that's a great job by Sadie Fox. That is the perfect definition of situational hitting. She did her job. She moved that runner over, and that's exactly what this game is all about. It's a team game. Great job putting that runner into even better scoring position.
And an opportunity now for Cameron McMullen. Out of Sparks, Nevada, attends Spanish Springs High School. And she takes low for ball one. Mac Meisner stepping back into the circle. Goes into her windup. Popped up, slicing out of play. Speaking of slicing, along with great softball action, the Rogue Valley is home to the world's best cheese. Rogue Creamery's Rogue River Blue won that title in the 2019 World Cheese Awards. We also feature award-winning wineries and restaurants. Learn more at travelmedford.org. Ground ball to the third baseman, fielded cleanly and on to first in time. Coming home to score is Brochures.
Risky decision by Brochures choosing to go on that ball. Definitely appreciate that aggressiveness worked out in her favor.
RBI ground out by Cameron McMullen. Score now 4-2. And that will bring up Laylee Noonkester.
Still slowly making their way back in the game. Love to see it.
Noonkester, a teammate of Cameron McMullen's at Spanish Springs High School in Sparks, Nevada. And she takes strike one here. Base is empty, 2 outs in the home half of the second. And she watches strike two. Well, the weather has finally cleared up, no longer precipitating, and the control of these pitchers that we're seeing here today reflecting that. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. She's retired on 3 pitches. However, the Stealth able to get one back on the leadoff RBI double by Maddie Brashears, scored on the RBI groundout by Cameron McMullen. To the top of the third we go, 4-2 Hillsboro. Stick around, we'll be right back after this.
Everyday heroes live life full circle. Fill up and use your enrolled kickback card so you save 16 cents a gallon at the pumps. Get what you need when you need it. And remember, we reward all heroes with kickback cards at My Circle K. And if a call goes out for another heroic appearance, no problem. We have that one covered too, with our state-of-the-art car wash systems. Be the hero you were meant to be. Heroes living life full circle.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back. Top of the third inning here at field number 2, the U.S. Cellular Community Park in Medford, Oregon, the home of the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic, presented by TravelMedford.org. We are in the top of the third inning. The Hillsboro Diamondbacks with a 4-2 lead over the Nevada Stealth. So far, a run has been scored in every frame of this ballgame. Maddie Skull watches the first pitch miss low for ball 1.
Yep, I think both teams on both sides of the offense have been doing a great job of being really patient in the box, waiting for their pitch, making the pitcher just throw their pitches. And you don't see that a lot on both sides of the field in games. So I think that's been really awesome to see, especially at this level of play.
The wind in the pitch. Misses high by DePauli. And the count moves to 2-0. The pitch home. Inside for ball 3. And quickly the bullpen gets warm for the Stealth.
Yep, that's usually how it is. Always got to have somebody ready. You never know what's going to happen.
DePauli able to deliver a strike as Skull was taking all the way.
And we got a perfect count here, 3-1. This is also called hitter's count because we have a pitcher here who is not trying to throw a ball to walk the batter, and so she's looking to throw a strike here.
A healthy cut by Skull, but she comes up empty to run the count full. And that's a great explanation, Erica, on 3-1 count. As a hitter, if you don't like it, you don't have to swing.
Yep.
No harm, no foul.
That's my favorite count.
There you go, absolutely. So a 3-2 count to Skull. Leading it off for Hillsboro in the top of the third. And she will take low for ball 4. Leadoff walk issued by the Stealth. Well, with Skull now on first and Halloween approaching rapidly, Erica, do you know where you're going to go as for Halloween this year?
I actually do, but I am unable to say. We do a team Halloween competition, and I have to be really careful because we want it to be a really big surprise.
Of course. Bunt laid down and executed perfectly by Hillsboro to advance the runner.
Yeah, but just to know, our Halloween costumes, we're doing it together as the junior and sophomore class. We'll be doing a combined costume, and it's going to be awesome. That's all you need to know.
The allure of mystery. I've never been more curious than right now. But the tight-lipped SOU women's softball team not giving anything away.
Yep, we have many team mysteries.
Runner on second, and one out for Ellie Ravens, who watches that pitch sail back to the backstop, allowing Maddie Skull to take third.
Well, speaking of Halloween, are you going to tell us about your Halloween costume ideas?
Well, me and my softball team are very tight-lipped. No, I joke. There's a
Oh,
hard
great
hit
play.
ball right to the second baseman. Excellent hands by Sadie Fox for the Nevada Stealth, and that's an important second out in this inning. Well, we're not on camera for these events, but have been growing a quarantine beard.
Yeah, I see that, even in your mask.
That's right. It should tell you all you need to know for those of you listening at home. A visual picture of a beard poking out from behind a mask. That's what's going on right now here with me.
So you could be multiple things.
Exactly.
So that's also still a mystery.
Exactly. I do actually have a plan. I have a Chewbacca onesie from my time in college.
Wow.
How long ago is that feels?
That is amazing.
But yeah, I think Chewbacca is gonna be the Halloween costume this year, and the plan, anyways, we'll see how well I execute it. But the plan is to speak Wookiee the entire night.
Wow. Well, good luck with that. You might as well start practicing now. I think you need to start practicing now.
Well, Erica, your wish is my command. So.
That sounds pretty good. That was actually really good. I'm thoroughly impressed.
I'm reading between the lines. You're telling me to stop. I get it. The 3-0 pitch misses low for ball 4 to Sophie Reyes. And that'll bring up Jenna Hopkins with runners on the corners.
And runners on the corners here, that gives a perfect opportunity for the offense to make something happen and the defense to make something happen. A lot of things could happen here, especially with 2 outs.
Yeah, big spot in this game. The Stealth trying to keep it a 2-run deficit. And, of course, Hillsboro would love to extend their lead, put some distance between themselves and the Stealth.
And a lot of times with 2 outs here, runners on first and third, catchers would normally go for getting the runner out at second.
Pop fly into left field. Caught. And that will retire the side. Lainey Noonkester squeezes the glove to end the threat. 2 left stranded. To the home half of the third we go. 4-2 Diamondbacks. You're watching the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic on TableRockSports.net, presented by Travel Medford.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic, presented by Travel Medford on TableRockSports.net. Home half of the third inning, the Hillsboro Diamondbacks on top of the Nevada Stealth by a score of 4-2. Jonathan Kerman here with you. Alongside me is Erica Marquez, member of the Southern Oregon University women's softball team, the SOU Raiders.
And
Championship.
as we head into the third inning, we've got a close game here, Jonathan. It's looking good. Both teams, you can tell, want to win this game so bad.
A lot of effort being displayed on this turf field. As the leadoff hitter for the Nevada Stealth, Laylee Noonkester. Behind in the count 0-2. Was rain for the first two games of this 6-game day. No rain, but now wind here in game number 3. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count to Noonkester, leading it off for the Stealth in the home half of the third. And that misses outside. Count moves to 2-2.
Yep, and we're seeing really deep counts here every single at-bat. Great job by both defense and offense making each other work.
Noonkester fouls it off and will do it again.
We're back to another full count here. We've seen a lot of those today. Rarely have we been getting the first pitches.
That pitch in the air to center field. And able to squeeze the glove is Mackenzie Herper for the first out here in the home half of the third.
And that's just one of those plays. Great contact made with that ball, just right to somebody on the field. Nothing you can do about it, but great job by the hitter.
Tournament fans here today are enjoying great softball and loading up on Moose Munch Crunch from our famous Harry and David Country Store just down the street. The Ashland Shakespeare Festival, Brit Music Festivals, top-notch golf courses, restaurants, and wineries. It's all here. Learn more at travelmedford.org.
Yep, and she gets the batter on that outside pitch. Looks like the common trend on both sides for this game, going with both outside.
It's Haley Wortham at the dish behind in the count 1-2. Here's Mac Meisner. And that pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Now 2 down in the home half of the third. And that will bring up the Stealth's pitcher, Mackenzie DePauli.
And Stealth's got to be really careful here. Being down in a game, every batter's going up wanting to be that player to make the difference, be that game changer, knock runs in, but you've got to keep that mentality of making the pitcher pitch to you. You've got to stay patient.
And speaking of patience, a quick break in the action here. This game brought to you by TravelMedford.org in the heart of beautiful Southern Oregon where outdoor adventures abound. Crater Lake, the Rogue River, Mount Ashland, and miles of hiking and biking trails are just the start. Learn more at TravelMedford.org. The first pitch to DePauli misses for ball one.
The third base coach for Stell doing a great job knowing when to call time, knowing his players, knowing they're getting a little antsy, trying to be swing happy, doing the best he can.
Swing at a high fastball, nothing doing, and the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike.
It is John.
Pop, foul, and out of play. Jonathan Kerman here with you, along with Erica Marquez, bringing you all the action from field number 2 here at U.S. Cellular Community Park. Mac Meisner misses on that toss, and the count moves to 3-1. 2 out, nobody on in the home half of the third inning. The Stealth trying to spark a 2-out rally and climb back into this game. Pitch fouled off. And that will run the count full. Hit in the air in the infield. Coming in to make the grab is the second baseman, Mackenzie Herper, and that will retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Mac Meisner and the Hillsboro Diamondbacks. To the top of the fourth we go, 4-2 Hillsboro. You're watching the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure Fall 2020 Classic on TableRockSports.net. Presented by TravelMedford.org.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to field number 2 here at U.S. Cellular Community Park, the home of the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic, presented by TravelMedford.org. I believe we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Nevada Stealth. However, there is no number 18 listed in the program on their roster. So, who is number 18? Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm guessing it starts with M.A.?
Likely so, as more than half of the players playing in this game today have their names starting with an M.A., a broadcaster's nightmare. The first pitch misses high for ball 1. Stealth's pitcher comes set in the circle and comes home. Slap ground ball, diving stop by the third baseman. The throw to first is not going to be in time. Legging it out, Carmen Salfield. Nice stop by the third baseman, Samantha Roundsey, but to no avail.
Yep, and this game is definitely a game of inches and split seconds. That shows you it right there. So close to getting that out, just barely missing it. I think this would be a perfect opportunity for the offense to do a bunt, see what the defense up to. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There it is. There it is. great execution by offense, Diamonds, knowing exactly when they need to move that runner over, implement the bunt, did a great job, great execution. Defense did what they could, but ended up going up offense way.
So now runners on first and second after the bunt single.
We have Diamond sitting in a really nice place here. They have a runner in scoring position up by 2 runs. Definitely putting the pressure on the defense. Let's see what Stealth does.
The first pitch to Mackenzie Herper.
Yep, and they respond with a strike. Great job by pitcher 18.
Mystery pitcher 18 not on the roster in this tourney program. Next pitch misses low, and the count evens 1-1.
In the last couple innings we've seen when the Diamonds have had a runner on 2, they've done a fake bunt and tried to have that runner steal 3. Let's see if they try it again here. They've been successful the last 2 attempts.
Mackenzie Herper hit a solo home run in the first inning to get the scoring started in this game. Shows bunt here and unable to lay off. Count moves to 1-2.
Yep, and the pitcher's got her right where she wants her. 2 strikes, giving her room to give her a little something off the plate.
And she does just that. Herper takes and the count moves to 2-2. First and second, nobody out in the top of the 4th inning. Number 3 hitter Mackenzie Herper waits at the dish. The pitch home. Ground ball fielded by the pitcher. The throw to first is going to be in time.
Another good example there of great situational hitting. Every hitter wants to get on, but that's something you got to do for your team, and that was a great job, sacrificing her at bat to move that runner into scoring position.
Saalfield at third, Carnegie at second, Mac Meisner. Starting pitcher for the Hillsboro Diamondbacks, an opportunity to help her own cause. First pitch swinging, pops it up in foul territory on the right side, and it lands out of play.
We've got 1 out here, runners on second and third. Perfect opportunity for the offense to make something happen.
Meisner takes high. The ball gets away from the catcher.
Oh.
A hesitation by Saalfield. Boy, looked like she had a second thought, but she was already 3/4 towards home plate. A little too late to turn around, but manages to sneak in under the tag.
Yep, and from a catcher's point of view, that's not common right there. She's going for that passed ball, thinking that runner had already gone straight initially, but that runner stopped and hesitated for a second, actually giving her an advantage because she just threw it a little too early.
Yeah, gave the catcher an opportunity to make a play, but it didn't happen for the Nevada Stealth. The score is now 5-2. That 1-1 pitch is fouled back by Mac Meisner. Runner on third now, that's Chloe Carnegie. And here's the 1-2 to Mac Meisner. In there, strike 3 called.
And great job by the catcher behind the plate again, knowing exactly that on a drop third strike, that runner can actually go to first. And the batter didn't actually realize that the catcher dropped the ball, but great instincts by the catcher, just giving her a quit tag, making sure she's out.
And with 2 gone now, Maddie Skull, by far the spookiest hitter in the tournament, takes ball 1.
What a great month to have that last name.
Hopefully she's not sick of the Halloween puns. I can imagine that getting old year after year after year. But
I'm sure she is. But that is still the coolest last name I've actually ever heard.
Mm-hmm. That one sails well high, and Chloe Carnegie will get in safely as the ball rolls away from the pitcher. So another run home on a wild pitch. Hillsboro will happily take the free runs. Base is empty now. 2-0 the count to Maddie Skull.
But I think it's just really important right now for Stell to maintain that good energy on the field. They seem to be getting a little quiet as the Diamonds lengthen their lead a little, but they've got this in the bag. All they need is a little energy, string around a couple of hits, and they're making a game out of it.
The 2-0 misses outside. And now the scariest count for a pitcher. 3 balls and no strikes.
Scariest count for a pitcher indeed. They can all attest to that.
Skull hits one foul off the third base side.
Yep, and like I said earlier in the game, those foul balls, perfect opportunity to get dirty and make something happen. So what I'd like to see from both defenses is take that extra step, take that extra leap, get dirty for a ball. Not going to hurt you. Let's see what happens.
Here's the 3-1 to Skull. Correction, that was actually a second strike pitch called strike 3 on the inside corner. So back-to-back Ks for the Nevada Stealth to get out of the inning, but not before 2 more come home. To the home half of the 4th we go. Hillsboro Diamondbacks 6, Nevada Stealth 2. You're watching the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic presented by Travel Medford on TableRockSports.net.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to field number 2. You're watching the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic at US Cellular Community Park in Medford, Oregon, presented by Travel Medford, live on TableRockSports.net. We're in the home half of the 4th inning, a 4-run lead for the Hillsboro Diamondbacks as they face off against the Nevada Stealth. Yeah, the 1-0 pitch is in there. A called strike. To Maddie Tolson. One of the many Maddies and Nats and Max and Madisons playing not only in this game, but in all of these games.
I mean, I'm no better. My last name starts with M-A, so I guess I fit in there in some way.
Erica Marquez joining us from the Southern Oregon University Raiders softball team here on the call. Ground ball back to the pitcher, over to first base. 1 up, 1 down.
And Diamond's doing a great job of just playing relaxed. They all look so comfortable, just look like they're playing their game. They're doing a great job.
That will turn the lineup over for the Nevada Stealth and bring up Madeline Mikadeva. And the first pitch to Mikadeva misses for ball 1. Little slap bunt fielded perfectly by the third baseman, but the
an
throw
overthrow.
sails wide into foul territory down the right field line. So Mikadeva able to take advantage of the error.
Yep, runner does a great job of breaking down after getting through that bag, looking right, able to see that ball goes past the first baseman. Immediately picks up third base coach, does a great job of being an aggressive base runner.
So Mikadara on second base. And now Kate Olson.
It looks like that pitcher is going with some kind of off-speed pitch. Not sure if that's a changeup or just taking a little bit off of her regular fastball, but it seems to be doing her well.
Kate Olson has a run batted in this game. She fouls that one strike pitch off to fall behind 0-2.
Bless you.
Tried to be sneaky by muting my microphone, but Erica Marquez telling the world, yes. Yes, I did sneeze. It's okay.
You can't tell I'm new to this commentary.
I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. The 1-2 fouled off, and Kate Olson will do it again. Mac Meisner goes into her windup. Fires home. That ball lifted and will drop into center field for a base knock. They're going to hold the runner at third. Mikadara stops at third base. Runners on the corners for the Nevada Stealth, who now have the tying run on deck in what will likely be the final inning of this ball game as we approach the 10-minute mark in this 80-minute contest.
And 1 ball, 2 strikes on that count. Great job by the hitter being aggressive.
Now here's McKenna Dare, and she takes strike 1.
And having 1 out in this inning, runners on first and third, I'm not sure where the offense is going to go with this, because they could either go the aggressive route, try to get that runner on first in a scoring position, or they could play it safe and try to stick with 1 out.
Ground ball just foul past the third base bag. And that was nearly trouble for the Hillsboro Diamondbacks. Instead, no balls and 2 strikes the count on McKenna Dare. Madeline Mikadera is at third. Kate Olson is at first. That pitch misses just inside. Excellent take by Dare.
Yeah, the batter able to hold off on breaking her wrist on that pitch. Great job.
Mac Meisner comes home. Fouled back into the backstop.
And what I really like about this offense, Stealth, is a lot of them this inning have had 2 strikes, and a lot of times they could be taking that in a passive way, but they're still swinging hard on every single pitch, even with 2 strikes. I love that.
1-2 hit high in the air. Coming on is the center fielder, and she will make the grab. That's Maddie Skull patrolling out there in center. The throw home, not going to be in time. An RBI sac fly for McKenna Dare to score 1 for the Stealth.
A 3-run game here now. Perfect RBI in that position. I know every batter in that position wants to be the one to hit a home run, but in this game it's about little victories for a big victory, and that was a great job.
Madeline Mikadera comes home, her 2nd run scored in this ball game. 6-3, Hillsboro still on top. Runner remains at first. That's Kate Olson for the Stealth. Up to bat now, Mackenzie Truck, and she takes low for ball 1. (1-0) fouled straight back to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the Southern Oregon Raiders are on a dry semester, but that doesn't mean that you can't come to Southern Oregon and experience all of the incredible wineries and breweries that this area has to offer. Visit travelmedford.org to find out more. Foul ball out of play, and the count moves to 1-2.
And the batter just seeming to be a little early on the ball, just getting barely a little under it. Let's see if she makes that adjustment and squares up that ball here.
Mackenzie Truck out of Sparks, Nevada.
Yep,
sends
she makes
one
that adjustment
to center field, but Maddie Skull makes the grab at the fence to retire the side. The Stealth get one, but it remains a 3-run deficit. To the top of the fifth we go, 6-3 Diamondbacks. You're watching the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic, presented by Travel Medford on TableRockSports.net.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Top of the fifth inning here at the U.S. Cellular Community Field, the home of the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic on TableRockSports.net, presented by TravelMedford.org. They operate in conjunction with the Southern Oregon Sports Commission, supporting the Know Your Role campaign, which you're seeing in our commercial breaks. See TravelMedford.org/Southern Oregon Sports Commission to learn more. Top of the fifth inning, the Hillsboro Diamondbacks trying to extend their lead over the Nevada Sparks. And a first pitch strike delivered by the unnamed number 18 of the Nevada Sparks. Number 18 not on the program roster. As that pitch off the bat of Bree Loza fouled straight back. Loza falls behind in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, both teams this game having great swings on every ball. It's really common to see a lot of passive-aggressive swings just protecting the plate, but I'm seeing just absolute hacks, everyone.
Ground ball to the shortstop, fielded cleanly by Mikadara. The throw to first in time, one away. Jonathan Kerman here with you, alongside me, Erica Marquez, a member of the SOU women's volleyball team, a NAIA national champion, standing to my left.
Wow, it still hasn't hit me yet.
The first pitch to Ellie Ravens misses outside for ball one. Well, between Skull and Ravens, the Hillsboro Diamondbacks definitely have the Halloween-themed names covered.
Yeah, I would say so, and I think this is one of their first tournaments back, so great month to come back into the game.
Most definitely. That pitch fouled off, and what a fantastic play over on field number 3. I think we were just out of camera range to see that, but one of our other camera operators, that's Chris Janish over there, operating the camera over at field 3, as that pitch is fouled back and out of play. The last ball that was hit foul was going straight for the camera. And Chris Janish, the heads-up play, turns around, throws the hand up, and blocks the ball, preventing devastation for Joe Brett, Pete Del Castro, and Chris Phillips, the owners of Table Rock Sports. A terrific snag on the comebacker by the pitcher for Nevada. And we have 2 away.
Yep, Stealth's trying to get out of this inning so quick. They're doing a great job at that. Good job by pitcher getting that ball quick and out of the glove.
There's 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go, and they're going to try to retire Sophie Reyes in time to get one more at-bat and try to sneak a win away from this Hillsboro team. So that's actually Maddie Howe, who is getting a pinch hit appearance for Sophie Reyes. So Maddie Howe takes first pitch low for ball 1. Now this is just tournament play, but Erica, is there any thought of, hey, just try to extend this at bat for another minute 40 seconds?
Ooh, I've actually never experienced that tactic, just kind of lengthening out an at bat.
To run the clock down as we are approaching
Yeah.
at 90 seconds to go.
Yeah, and especially with this being a pinch hitter, I think it's really important not to come in there trying to do so much, you know, and just doing it your job and waiting for that pitch. And I think that batter's doing an absolute great job of that, just being really selective with her pitches, being not swing happy. So swing happy in softball is what we call just when you're swinging at everything, because you just want to hit the ball so bad. And she's doing a great job of being very, very selective and running the clock.
3-0 pitch to Howe here. She takes a healthy hack, comes up empty, and the count moves to 3-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure she's even looking at the clock, however. I know being on that field, everything around you just disappears. It's just you and the ball.
Yeah, my question was 50% facetious. Can't imagine that Howe is going to do anything other than try to get on base, which she does. She earns the walk, and that will likely put a bow on this game, certainly at least on the winner of this game, as we approach now the final 20 seconds. And that will mean Nevada will not be able to get a second or another at-bat in this game. Howe takes off the throw, sails into center field. Stolen base for Maddie Howe.
Yeah, I think that was a smart move by the offense, definitely sending that runner. Just, you know, why not? I think aggressiveness is my favorite part of the game. I love seeing that.
Clock strikes 0, and so when this inning is over, the game shall be as well. Jenna Hopkins at the plate, and she takes high to even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Maddie Howe at second base for the Diamondbacks. Pitch home. Popped up. And it's going to land out of play. Narrowly missing some of the spectators there behind the backstop. So now the count moves to 1-2.
And I wonder what that batter's thinking, just knowing that, you know, this is probably going to be your last at-bat of the game. Yep, and she capitalizes on that error by the defense. Still takes that extra bag.
Howe going from second to third on that wild pitch.
Yeah, and that just proves just how important being aggressive on the bases is. She just went from first to third in a span of not even a minute. That is so important. Great base running right there.
Two to Hopkins.
Oh, and she takes another one.
Gets away from the catcher and will allow Maddie Howe to score. 7-3 now, Hillsboro.
And I love how the Diamonds' aggressiveness just did not stop this whole game, especially with this being the last inning of the game, just not taking anything off the gas. Great job.
Full count now to Jenna Hopkins. The pitch home. In there, strike 3 called, and that will do it. The final in 4.5 innings. The Hillsboro Diamondbacks defeat the Nevada Stealth by a score of 7-3. For Erica Marquez, I am Jonathan Kermit saying so long from Field 2 here at U.S. Cellular Community Field. But wait, there's more. Little too preemptive. They're coming back out to play the home half of this fifth.
Stealth will get one more at bat. Let's see what they do with that. A lot of pressure here that could be happening, but I think we're going to see some great at bats here, just really eager to make something happen with the game.
So to the home half of the fifth we go. The Nevada Stealth trying to mount a 4-run comeback. Mac Meisner remains in the circle for the Hillsboro Diamondbacks.
And Stealth's got to be really careful here in this situation, not being, I've talked about this earlier in the game, but just it's so important not to try to do too much when you're up at the plate and just waiting for that pitcher to throw you what you want to throw. That's how you control the game, not letting the defense control your at-bat.
Madison Brashears had a double her last time up, and she takes the first pitch in there for strike 1. Meisner missing outside there to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball to the shortstop, across the diamond in time. A strong throw by Ellie Ravens, and that is out number 1.
Yep, and that goes all back to pitch selection. Definitely, I think she could have done a little better with pitch selection, just waiting for her pitch and just capitalizing on that. But another great hit. That was a great hit.
And now for the Stealth, Sadie Fox. First pitch swinging. It'll fly out to the second baseman. That was Mackenzie Herper squeezing the glove for out number 2. And just like that, the Stealth down to their final out. Cameron McMullen is the last woman standing between the Hillsboro Diamondbacks and a victory. First pitch swinging, she fouls it back and out of play.
Yep, perfect time for a 2-out rally here. I know the game is not over until it is over. I've played in games where we've had 2 outs and we've made a comeback of 5 or so runs. It's all dependent on energy being a huge part of the game.
The 0-1 pitch misses outside to even the count at 1-1. That's the beauty of softball. There's no clock. You have to get 3 outs to end the game.
Exactly.
And that pitch to McMullen misses outside. Count moves to 2-1. That ball popped up, slicing out of play. So the Stealth now down to their final strike. 2-2 the count with 2 outs in the home half of the fifth. They trail 7-3.
Yep, 2-2. The pitcher's got a little room to stretch out the strike zone. Let's see.
Here it is.
Oh,
Swing and a miss.
does.
Strike 3. The throw to first in time. And Mac Meisner able to strike out Cameron McMullen to retire the side and end the game. This one now is final. The Hillsboro Diamondbacks defeat the Nevada Stealth by a score of 7-3. For Erica Marquez, I'm Jonathan Kerman saying so long from U.S. Cellular Community Field. You've been watching the USA Softball of Oregon College Exposure 2020 Fall Classic on TableRockSports.net, presented by TravelMedford.org. Don't go anywhere. We've got more coverage from this fantastic event all day long here on TableRockSports.net. We will catch you next time. Good stuff. Thank you, Erica.